Hello everybody, Johnny MS here. I haven't done a video in about 4 months, and man, I have a laundry list of things I want to go over, so I have a piece of paper here to help me. It's been a pretty good time since the last time I've talked with you guys. I just want to go through the list. So the first thing is, I mentioned a while back that I was getting a new pool to help with me being able to be outside more because of the heat. I live in Texas, so it's obviously hot. Being in a pool, I found, has really helped keeping my core cooler so I can at least be outdoors more. So the pool is done, landscaping's done, looking forward to having it for this upcoming summer. So right now it's January, starts to get hot around mid-May. So mid-May we'll be in the pool, and I'm really excited about it. The next thing is, I mentioned last time we talked about how I had gained weight and then I had lost a lot of weight. Lost about 20 pounds, I think is what I reported last time. So to date, I've lost 47 pounds, and I'm gonna keep going. So I started around 277, and right now I'm about 230. I don't know. It hasn't been hard. I'm just changing a lot of things. I don't eat a lot of bread and things like that. A lot of carbs. Sugar, which is an inflammation food, like milk. I've reduced milk greatly. I mean, I have cheese and stuff every now and again, but not a lot. Sugar, I stay away from it as much as I can, and I think that's been one of the biggest ones. I've never been a soft drink a drinker like Coke or Pepsi or anything, so I never had an issue not drinking my sugar. But bread and things like that, I really do like carbs, like pizza and stuff like that. So changing that kind of stuff, I've been doing meal changes since about June or July of last year. And yeah, it hasn't been hard. Oh, and the other big thing, I used to love drinking beer. I am a small investor in a brewery also, but at the time, obviously, I was drinking lots of beer and I invested, but now it's rare that I have a beer, and I just don't want the carbs, the bread, sugar. So anyways, I have switched over to, I've always been a Scotch guy, bourbon, whiskey. So instead of having 3, 4, 5 beers, I'll have one bourbon, and it's been really nice. I don't really do that much anyways because of my balance issues and walking issues. Alcohol tends to kind of hit me harder because I don't drink that much anymore. So if I'm at home is usually when I do it, and my big thing is that I don't want to be somewhere else, have one drink, and then drive home and get pulled over, and they ask me to walk the line. Well, I can't even walk the line sober, completely sober. So like, not even with a drop of alcohol, I couldn't walk the line because of my balance and other things. So that's an MS thing. And if you tell the cop that you have MS and you can't really walk the line, they're just not gonna believe you, because I'm sure people come up with all kinds of excuses why they can't walk the line. So anyways, not a huge deal, but so yeah, I lost 47 pounds. I'm very excited about it. I think I'm gonna keep going. I've always been a big guy. I can't remember the last time I was below 215. So anyways, I'm 6 foot. I'm gonna try to keep going. Maybe a stretch goal is probably a 185, but really, I'm just gonna, once I hit 200, hopefully, I'm going to reassess what I feel like I look like. And the main reason I'm losing weight is not because the doctor asked me to. It's because I don't want to have to take the chance of diabetes or high blood pressure or many other things. And then also, I don't want to be doom and gloom, but what if in 5 years my walking gets worse and I need my wife to sort of help me here and there? Well, she can't help me. She's not a large woman, which I would call large. So she couldn't really help me walk or move me much. So I don't expect her to have to try to carry me or let me lean on her when I'm that big. So anyways, that's another little thing. And obviously it doesn't help to lose weight. So the other thing on my list is I have a new job that starts February 4th. I was at my last company for 7 years, and I have this new job, and I'm really excited about it. I took January off, like this is taken in January. I took the entire month off because I want a gap to be able to do all my second and last Lemtrada infusion at the infusion center in about a week, and that's my last one. So I'm gonna be out for 3 days, and then I have other medical stuff that I want to get done. So I scheduled lots of stuff in January just to try to get as much as I can done while I'm off. But I'm really looking forward to starting the new adventure, as I call it, at the new place. So that starts in about 3 weeks. So anyways, next thing on my list is I've still had the occasional walking issues in 2018, but it's been mainly status quo. Like since January of last year, it's been the same thing. If I walk more than 250, 300 yards, I start to limp. So, and really, that's only an issue. Like it's just nuts. Walking from the parking garage to my office, I can tell I start to limp a little bit. But then I sit for 20 minutes and work at my desk, which I'm very lucky to not have to stand all day. I work at my desk and my walking's back to status quo. The good thing is that if I'm working in the office, at my desk, at my laptop or whatever, which is what I normally do, it's really not a big deal. I have times where even when I'm sitting and then I start walking, I'm limping a little bit or so, but it's not crazy. I think what the doctor calls it is spastic walking, where I can still walk and everything. I just kind of have my right leg gets a little spastic is what the doctor calls it. So limpy is what I call it, limping. But it's not terrible. I mean, I can't run or anything, but walking at a normal, from here to there, not that big a deal. From here to the bathroom, it's really not that big a deal. So, my balance has been, I would say, better. In the shower is when I can normally tell when I'm trying to scrub in the shower. When I have bad balance, which is rare these days, I can't really bend over and scrub my legs and things like that because I lose a lot of my balance. But in general, things have been pretty good this year. So the last 12 months is what I mean, because since my Lemtrada was last year, I don't know if it's a Lemtrada or if it's just progression of MS. I don't know. But in general, like I said in past videos, my MRI that I took mid-year didn't show anything new, which is great, new lesions or anything. So it's great. Maybe it's the disease is not progressing, which is all we want, right? So we'll see. I hope it keeps up. So the next thing on my list is I use my handicap placard in my car on my mirror. I've been using that a little more now. I don't. In the past, I was like mentally like I don't want to use the handicap unless I really need it. Well, now the issue is, let's just say I go into Costco or Home Depot. I could be fine walking in, but by the time I walk around the store and shop a little bit and I'm checking out, I usually, not usually, commonly, after a good shopping session in a big store, I start to limp back to the car, and sometimes it's pretty bad. So what I've started to do is when I'm going to Costco or something big like that, I'll try to park in the handicap spot, not because I need it walking in, but I need a close parking spot on my way out. That was mentally hard for me to do. I don't know. Maybe it's denial, but mentally I didn't want to take up a handicap parking spot that maybe someone really needed. Well, I need to realize that it's my new normal. I really need it. I shouldn't be pushing back on using what our nation gives us. I mean, it's a thing where at every store they have to have handicaps. I will say sometimes they get really busy and all of them are full, but it's not always like that. And I don't really shop at peak times, so usually it's okay. The other thing is too, like I said, Costco and Home Depot. So I bought a mobility scooter. I think it's called, I know it's called a Smart Scoot. I bought one last year. A little on the pricey side. It's about $2,000. It's smaller. It's very simple. Not a lot of electronics, so not a lot of things will break on it. I'm just really weird about technology, gadgets, and things like that. So I have started to be okay. I'm okay going into Costco in a scooter. I'm okay going into Home Depot with a scooter. At first, like the first 2-3 months, I was just like very against it unless I really needed it. But now I've learned and I've started to just embrace that my shopping experience in those places is way better. And really, it's not a big deal. Like, if anybody needed a scooter, I'm not gonna look down on them. If I ever see anybody that I know, that's always been my worry. I mean, most of the people know I have MS, so it's not a huge deal. And and if people don't know I have MS, it's a great conversation. Hey, did you know I have MS? So people don't look at you weird. It's usually meant for older people that are having issues or maybe a broken ankle or something like that. But I just need to get over the fact that I have a better time when I use my scooter because I don't have to worry about walking. I don't have to worry about, I've been standing up for 40 minutes, so I'm about to start limping really bad because it's usually about the 40-minute mark. 40 minutes, or if I walk 250 to 300 yards in that range, if I stand for 40 minutes is what I mean. So, anyways. So yeah, that's my long list of updates. Once I have my last round of Lemtrada infusions, it's next week. It's only 3 days this time instead of 5 days like the first time. So 3 days. If anything weird happens or if I get some reactions, I'll let you guys know. But last time it was a breeze, and I'm really hoping this time's the same way. So that's all I have. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I will answer them. Have a good 2019.